So what I'm doing today is I have pulled the hubcaps off my 94 Honda Accord and cleaned them up. I actually took them to a car wash and sprayed them with that hardcore, and then I used some other stuff to clean them up, and then spent last night watching some TV and just sitting down and scraping them with some sandpaper to get all the loose stuff off of it. Mainly the front, didn't really worry too much about the back. Stuff that's on there is going to stick on there. I'm going to be using Zinsser 123 primer. Paint these things white today, put 2 or 3 coats on today. I'm going to use these boxes kind of like a spray booth. Then I'm going to lay them out, let them dry, and for a couple of days I'm going to be driving around with this. Can't really show you while I'm spraying them, but just thought I'd just show you what I'm doing and how it works out and how easy it is. There's a lot of videos about these, so it's not like it's anything I'm teaching people how to do, just to see how it works out, how they turn out. And as everybody knows, better to go with many, many light coats than one heavy coat. And so there's the first couple of coats on those two. Let's do the back ones. I suppose I should add a couple of tips. One is, after I cleaned these and then sanded them and then I ran them under water again to get the dust off, after that I didn't touch them again without rubber gloves to keep hand oil off of them. And for this project, I sanded them and I cleaned them up to get the paint to grip good, but I didn't really I spent maybe an hour or so on prep. They're hubcaps, they're gonna get beamed up again, so they're not gonna look brand new. What I'm looking for is they just were 25 years old, paint was peeling off of them, and they looked just horrible. So that's why I didn't just overly sand them and make them look pristine, but I'm gonna do this white, and then I'm gonna go back with a metallic silver. Total cost of paint, about 10 bucks for 2 cans. $3 for the primer, $6 for the other. I'm not trying to make it look like it's some kind of fancy car. I just wanted to get unnoticeable, where the hubcaps were an atrocity. They were horrible. Where now I'm just going to get them back to normal, versus putting white might try to draw attention to my car, and that's the last thing I want. Oh, and I wanted to mention one more thing, that if you can, get a box like this. A good way to keep the paint from going all over the place is kind of nice. And also, if you can see the angle, I've got I'm down here at my feet and I'm coming up. I've got a thing I can set this on, so I'm shooting straight forward, because you want to shoot the paint going forward and less down. Down is okay with the way they've got these cans now, that they're a lot better than they used to be, but you can spray down. Better to spray up though. Okay, and I'm back the next day. I'm using this Rust-Oleum Universal Metallic Paint Plus Primer, dark steel, but they have a lot of different colors. Got this interesting cobra head top on it with a little red thing that slides off. There's that red thing, and it slides up and off, and also goes back on. You just pull the trigger on it to get her done. Well, that's kind of interesting. This stuff comes out less in a round spray and more of an up and down spray. So if you use this stuff, be sure to spray it off in the distance to see how it goes. But basically, just spray paint, put the first couple of coats on those two. Now I move over to these two, let these two dry for just a couple of seconds, and then hit them again and let them dry overnight. And so those are the second batch. Got the first ones back in there, and I'm going to start off kind of flat to get the edges. And I've got a little bit left, and I was just going to use it up, but you know what? I'm going to wait. I could use this for some touch-up. At some point, I'm going to need some touch-up. So I make sure that the nozzle's clean. I forgot to take my camera when I went back after the silver dried for 48 hours, and then I used a lot of clear coat on it, a clear coat that I had, and that's what they look like when they're done. I think they look pretty darn good. look a heck of a lot better than they used to anyway. There's the front one. I'm not sure how well this paint will hold up. If it'll get scratched off and it looks obvious that it was painted. But you know, they were painted to start with. So you saw that almost tan color that I started with. But I think that this looks great now. That just looks good. Heck of a lot better than it did anyway. Grind the rust off. So let me work on that a little bit and I'll show you the results when I'm done.